So today I want to talk with you guys about asking and receiving and just trying to keep the balance between the two of them because I found that this is something that I've learned in the past week and I'd love to share it with you all. So I've seen that I've been a very natural giver. I love to give so much. I love to give my time. I love to give my advice. I love to give gifts. I love to give money when it's available to give. And I love to share my knowledge. And I've been giving for a really long time. And so what I've seen in the past couple of weeks is how much I'm really giving and if I'm getting the same amount of exchange back from what it is that I'm giving. So it's in my relationships, it's in the projects that I work on, it's in the energy spent on different tasks that I do per day. And I have seen that I'm not getting as much as in return for it. So I talked with a friend about it, about how much to give and how much to receive. And I was feeling a little bit that it was hard for me to, like, some things don't need to be monetized. I don't always need to ask money for it. So she brought up a really interesting perspective for me. If you give away something, you don't always necessarily need to ask for something monetary in exchange, but you could ask for someone to do something for you. So if you go over to your friend's house and you give them advice, why not allow them for them to cook you a meal? And I find that this is so important because it's just placing a value on our time, on our energy, on our knowledge, and understanding that we have so much to give and we're already doing it already. For a long time, I didn't even understand that I had so much value that I was already sharing with others, that I was already giving to others. So what I started doing was I started to look at anything that I was really putting my energy into. So it was relationships, projects, things that I was working on, anything during the day, and I started to see how much I was giving and what it was that I was receiving and playing around. And if I felt like I wasn't receiving enough, then I would ask for more. Then I would ask for what it was that I believed that I was worth, that I was giving out. And by no means does this mean that you need to be greedy about it, but figure out that balance for yourself. Reestablish that balance in what it is that you work on and what it is that you're putting your energy and your own knowledge and value into. And if it's not giving you enough in exchange, then ask for more because that's what you deserve. So I hope this helps you, and I hope that it's maybe made some reevaluation in your own life and you start to play around with this notion. Play around and see what you're being compensated for and the value that you're giving and how much that you are receiving in return. So I hope that really helps you. And if there's anything, and if it's made any shifts in your own perspective on how much you're giving in your relationships, in your time, in your focus, in your energy, in the projects that you're working on, think about this. Just play around with it. Play around with the notion of what can you ask for in exchange? What can you ask for the time and the value and the knowledge that you're already giving out to others? So leave some comments below, like always. I'm loving to hear all of your comments and what you're getting out of these videos. And I hope that this has provided you with some value as well. Cheers!